Good morning, students. So today we are going to start your next lecture of chapter heat, and the topic is instruments for measuring temperature. You know that the temperature is measured by thermometer. So this is an instrument that measures the temperature. This thermometer, it will detect the change in temperature of the object. Suppose you are placing that thermometer into that object like liquid or below your tongue, then it will detect the change. That is the game. Mainly a liquid is filled in this thermometer. That liquid can be mercury also, and that liquid can be alcohol also. So main principle of this thermometer is these liquids, they expand on heating. When you heat the liquid, its particles will start moving faster. They will separate from each other, and overall result is it is going to expand. So this is first game. Second thing is, when you cool a liquid, its particles start coming closer to each other, and this is the contraction of a liquid. When it is cooled, the liquid is going to contract. When it is heated, the liquid is going to expand. Okay, like this. So this is the main principle. Liquids expand on heating. That is the main principle of this thermometer. So now come on to the concept, what is there in the thermometer, construction of thermometer. So there is a thin glass tube of very small diameter, and that is known as capillary. Capillary is there. Very thin glass tube. It's a thin glass tube of small diameter is present, and at one end of the capillary a bulb is present. So first thing is capillary, second thing is bulb. At the end of this capillary tube, bulb is present, and in this bulb liquid is filled. That liquid can be mercury also or alcohol also. The other end of the capillary is closed by sucking out the air. What they do, the companies that are making this instrument, they create a vacuum inside the capillary. They suck all the air, and then they close the upper end of the capillary tube. Third part is, this small capillary tube, it is surrounded by a glass tube of higher diameter, glass tube like this, on which some marks are present. That is mainly the scale of the thermometer. Scale of thermometer. So this capillary tube is enclosed in a bigger glass tube, on which some marks are printed. That is the scale of thermometer. Bigger glass tube. So this is the construction of thermometer. First is the capillary, second is the bulb, and third is a bigger glass tube. Now next concept is, what is how this thermometer works. Working of thermometer, how it works. When the bulb of a thermometer is placed in an object whose temperature is to be measured, then the liquid inside the bulb start expanding. Liquid expand on heating. It will rise to some level in a capillary tube like that. Suppose the liquid has rise to this level. Then we will calculate the level of mercury rise by noting the reading on the upper glass tube. That means we will check the level of mercury rise by noticing the reading on the scale of the thermometer. Suppose the mercury has rise to this 2 level, then reading is different, and if the mercury is has reached to this 3 level, then the reading is different. So working is very simple. The bulb is placed in the object, or bulb is made to have a contact with the object whose temperature is to be measured. The mercury in the bulb will start rising, then we will see the scale, and by seeing the scale we will calculate the level of mercury. In this way we are going to get the reading of a temperature with the help of a thermometer. So there are 2 thermometers that we are going to discuss today. One is a laboratory thermometer, there is some differences there, and one is a clinical thermometer. Small differences there in the manufacturing concept or in the physical appearance concept. Laboratory thermometer, clinical thermometer. Okay, so first we will discuss this laboratory thermometer. What is there in laboratory thermometer? It is having a longer length, very longer length. Either alcohol is filled in its bulb or mercury is filled in this bulb. We are discussing the concept of it, and the range of this laboratory thermometer is from -25 degree Celsius to 350 degrees Celsius. It is having a large range to measure the temperature. When we want to measure the temperature of any liquid, now suppose the bulb should be completely dipped in that liquid. So we have to follow some precautions while measuring the temperature through this laboratory thermometer. First is that the bulb should be fully dipped in the alcohol whose temperature is to be measured. Second is the thermometer should be vertical. The thermometer should be vertical. It should be like that. It should not be like that. Third is the bulb of the thermometer should not touch with the walls of the container in which liquid is filled. It should not touch them. Okay. When you are measuring the reading of the temperature from this laboratory thermometer, do not try to move it. It should be held at a single position. And when you are noting the level, when you are noting the value of thermometer, your eye level should be at the same level of mercury. Your eye should not be here. It should not be looking at the mercury at this angle. The level of eye should be same as that of the level of mercury. And while taking the reading, you should always take 2 to 3 readings in order to avoid the error. So there are some. It should be vertical, not touch with the walls of the container. It should not touch walls of container. When you are measuring the temperature, the thermometer should be present in between the liquid. It should not be out of the liquid. Try to take 2 or 3 readings in order to avoid the error. So this is all about this laboratory thermometer. And there is one more precaution. When you are measuring the reading by using this laboratory thermometer, you should always calculate the least count. So what is this least count? Every instrument is having this least count. What is this least count? Suppose a scale is there, Natraz scale is there, and here it is 0 centimeter, here is 1 centimeter. In a scale of 1 centimeter, there are 10 divisions. 10 divisions. Okay, then we will divide the 1 centimeter with the total number of divisions present between two levels. 10 divisions are there, so it should be 0.1. So the minimum value this scale is going to measure is 0.1 millimeter. So the least count of Nataraja scale is 0.1 mm. So this is there. So you should always calculate the least count. There is a activity 4.4 on your book. Okay, what is there? You should take a beaker, fill some level of liquid in it, place it on a tripod stand like that. Place the burner under the tripod stand. Take a stand, clamp and a stand. Hang the thermometer with the help of a stand. The laboratory thermometer should be hanged in a beaker in a vertical position, and it should not touch with the walls of the container. Now note down the reading over the thermometer. Start the burner. The liquid will start gaining the heat and its temperature is going to get increased. Then after 2 minutes measure the reading on this thermometer. After every 2 minutes you should take large number of readings. What you observe, as time increases the value of temperature is also increasing, because you are continuously heating the liquid. So if you draw a graph by taking time over the x-axis and temperature over the y-axis, it would be like the graph can be like that, or graph can be like that, the curve can be like that. It is continuously increasing with time. And if you get this thermometer out of the liquid, the level of mercury will continue at the same time. The level of mercury will drop down and whole of the mercury will get collected into the bulb. So this means you can also even find out the temperature at which water boil. That means you can also find the boiling point of water, and you can also calculate whether it's 100 degrees Celsius or not, or is it something different. You can calculate that. So with the help of this laboratory thermometer, you can observe as the temperature is increasing with time, the value or on the scale of temperature is also increasing in a laboratory thermometer, and its range is also high, -25 degrees Celsius to 350 degree Celsius. And this thermometer has been done. So the next concept is of clinical thermometer. So what is there in this clinical thermometer? It measures the body temperature. You know, when you go to a doctor, the doctor uses this thermometer to measure your body temperature. What he does, he makes the bulb of this clinical thermometer to make contact with your body. Either he is going to place this thermometer under your tongue, and it is also shorter in length. This thermometer is also shorter in length, and its range is also lower. Its range starts from 37 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Take a clinical thermometer. Note down the level of mercury. If it is higher, try to give 2 or 3 jerks like this. 2 or 3 jerks. It will bring down the level of mercury. Whole of the mercury will return into the bulb, but you will observe a kink you will observe a kink at the upper surface of the bulb. I will tell you about the importance of this kink. The doctor places this bulb under your tongue and he watch 2 to 3 minutes, or he wait for 1 or 2 minutes. The level of mercury is going to get increased if your body is having temperature. Then he removes the thermometer from your mouth and note down the reading. The mercury that has risen or that has reached to a height will not fall or return back to a bulb because of the kink. The kink is stopping the mercury to immediately fall into the bulb, so that we can easily measure the temperature when even when the thermometer is out of the mouth. But this provision we are not having in case of laboratory thermometer. The laboratory thermometer should be in the liquid when we are measuring the temperature. So this is the gain. So in this way we measure the temperature. You can calculate the level of mercury by noting the scale of the thermometer. I have told you the range 37 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. The normal human body temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, or in Fahrenheit 98.4 degree Fahrenheit. This is the normal body temperature. If the body temperature of a human is above 30 degrees Celsius or above 98.4 degree Fahrenheit, the person is said to be having the fever. And they will also ask about the difference between lab thermometer and clinical thermometer, that it should also be known to you. Lab thermometer and clinical thermometer, this difference should be known to you. So today we have discussed the instruments that are used to measure the temperature like thermometer. Then further in the topic we have discussed there are two thermometers, laboratory and clinical. It is larger in length, it is shorter in length. No kink and kink is present here. When measuring the temperature, it should be inside the liquid. When measuring the temperature, it may or may not have a contact with the object whose temperature is to be measured. Thank you. Have a nice day.